Our top stories this week. In California, an appeals court rules that the state can remove an out-of-control kid even if the parents are not to blame or respond appropriately. In Canada, Manitoba's child protective industry is pledging to pull foster kids out of hotel rooms. This after a teenage girl was attacked by a 15-year-old boy who was staying at the same downtown hotel. And in Illinois, the child protective industry is late in probing more than 300 child abuse and neglect claims. In Massachusetts, a survey of CPS agents finds that they are overworked, suffer from low morale, are burned out, and work in mice and flea-infested offices with cockroaches crawling around the rooms where parents visit their children. The Homeschool Legal Defense Association is taking 2 Arizona CPS agents to the Supreme Court after the Ninth Circuit let them off scot-free for threatening to snatch a couple's kids over refusal of entry to the home after a phony accusation of dangerous living conditions. In New Jersey, Governor Chris Christie hires a $558 an hour lawyer to try to get the state's child protective industry out from under federal oversight. And in Missouri, a lawmaker proposes legislation to protect parental rights when it comes to medical decision-making for their kids. In North Carolina, a former CPS supervisor pleads guilty to child abuse after handcuffing a boy to a porch with a dead chicken around his neck, but she says she's sorry, and is sentenced to 6 to 17 months in jail, but with credit for time served. She's due to be released on April 8th of this year, while her boyfriend, who is just as guilty as she is, gets to rot for the next 10 years in prison. In California, a real mother gives birth under a fake name in an effort to give CPS agents the slip. In Texas, a woman is accused of injuring while disciplining her foster child. In Idaho, a man was sentenced to 20 years for sexually abusing a foster child. And in Alberta, Canada, more children are dying while being protected by the child protective industry than ever before. In Pennsylvania, an ex-child welfare agency boss was found guilty of stealing $68,000. And in Florida, a CPS agent pleads no contest in a case where he falsified records when a child was killed. In Connecticut, a judge won't let a teenager go home after she was forced to undergo chemotherapy against her wishes, nor can she visit with her mother until her treatments are done. In Texas, a mother was accused of child abuse for letting her daughter pick out a boyish outfit for Easter. In England, parents who let their kids play violent video games like Call of Duty will now be reported to the police or child protective services. 1 in 5 British teachers are said to have been falsely accused of abuse by students. And finally, tonight in Washington, a judge dismisses a child abuse case against the mother because of prosecutorial vindictiveness. For these stories and all the latest dirt on the child protective industry, visit www.legallykidnapped.com. And until next week, this is Baby LK, over and out.